How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, today Lucky 13 gets naked. First thing first is we are going to pull off the engine. Now, I've already went ahead and done the majority of it. It's just a matter of pulling the fuel lines off the fuel tank, draining the fuel tank of all the fuel that may still be in there, disconnecting the line for the throttle, or you can just leave the carburetor hang. It makes no difference. There are only 3 bolts that hold this engine to this bike. There's one here, and there's one here. Very simple. Unbolt those. Disconnect the chain, which I've already done as well. And basically the engine's ready to come off. Very simple to work on. They're 2 strokes. This one actually has a CDI from the factory versus a points ignition system. So basically all we do at this point in time, once you've got everything major disconnected off of the bike, it's just a matter of pulling the last screw for the engine, and comes right off. Very simple. So now that we've got that off, we're going to go ahead and get to disassembling it. We're going to strip the wiring harness that's off of here because it's a spaghetti warehouse. It's been hacked and chopped and everything. We've got to get this bike ready for paint. I've mentioned before, I'm going to show you right now, the badge, and the whole reason I even decided to do this build was because it's lucky number 13 of 336, which actually they only made 155, so bear with me here. We've got to go to the other side real quick. Here's another one that I'm working on that's going to be for sale. It's a Tomos Targa LX as well. It's nothing special. It's just a basic one. Golden Bullet edition with the gold wheels. I've also got silver wheels laying over there. But if you look right here, these are the only ones, and they only came in this color, this silver color. And if you look right here, it says number 013 of 336. So, lucky number 13. Wasn't for that, I wouldn't even think twice. I'd have gone straight into another build, but this is the reason I'm doing this one. I'm bringing it back from the dead. And what I'm going to do is once I get the wiring harness free from the back end, I'm going to take the fork, the handlebars, the front tire, everything off as a complete assembly, which is going to make it easier. I can keep it all together that way and sell various parts off of it and figure out what I'm going to keep and what I'm not, and trash the rest of it. So I think what we're going to start with is the wiring harness. Now the wiring harness goes from the front to the back, obviously, because you've got brake lights and tail lights and things along those lines. But the good part about this is, right here on the other side, there's actually a connector that separates the front and rear harness. So it's just that simple. There's your front harness, and here's your rear harness. You've got to take the back fender off in order to get the wiring harness off the back of the bike. Back fender and wiring harness. This is some shit right here. all it takes. Did that in maybe, what, 10 minutes? Maybe a little bit longer? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, from start to finish on an entire bike, when you got to do the motor mount bolts and everything, you can probably get it done in about a half hour. Going back together takes about the same amount of time, maybe a little bit longer, but not much. But that's phase 1 complete on Lucky 13. I've got what I can do with this frame. I've got some rust up here, that's why I wanted to repaint the frame. I'm going to do a purple power and a power wash to it. I need to figure out, I'm thinking I'm going to have to end up just going with a paint job, more so than going with a repowder coat and a sandblast. Although I'd like to do a sandblast and repowder coat, I just don't think it's going to be in the cards for this thing, because obviously I don't think these can be protected, these stickers, and you cannot get replacement stickers for these things. Tomos has quit selling in the United States altogether. You can still get plenty of parts and stuff like that, but they've completely quit selling altogether in the United States. So unfortunately, we can't get any decals or VIN stickers or anything like that. So I want to be able to, in the future, verify what this is, not only through this video obviously, but in real life. If somebody, oh BS, that's not number 13, or whatever the case may be, there's the proof. So where the rack mounted on the back was these bolts here and the shock bolts. So I was thinking about maybe just coming in here and cutting this flat, cutting this off right below there so you don't have this hang down, and then maybe plug welding these holes here and here. So I've got this wider channel here for the tire to ride in, but that's stuff that's still in the design phases. But that's going to be it for this video. Again, like I said, I've got to get this thing out, figure out what I need to do about paint, get the gas tank modified for the larger capacity because we'll be burning more fuel. Probably going to have to pop these headset pieces off. The top one's made into the frame, but the bottom one, sorry, is made in the frame, but the top one's not. Either that or just clean them up and mask them off. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. And next, we're going to be moving on to engine rebuild. So we'll see you then.